Hi. What are you doing here?
Waiting for someone.
She's stashed at Rocky's. That's my dad. She's safe.
How do I know she's alive?
Life's full of gambles, ain't it?
No one's reported a crime.
Douglas P. has a memory, Manny.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Is that what I think it is? An electric cattle prod?
The narcotics business brings out the worst in everybody, Mr. Rockford.
I hate you.
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
Hey, Jim, it's Frank. Me and Ellie's down here for our convention. Can't wait to see it. Should be over at your place about 1 a.m. Banzai, buddy.
There you go, honey. Hey, remember you and Aunt Cecil were great friends? It'll only be for a month or two at the most.
I hope you get better, Daddy.
I will, Marin. I promise. Aunt Cecil's due any minute. You wait for her. I gotta go.
Why, Daddy?
I gotta go, baby. Now, you remember what I told you. It's important. You go to the ladies' room and wash your face.
It's clean.
Just do what I said, Marin. Honey, I love you.
Just be a minute, Rocky. My fishing gear has been poised for 3 weeks.
Doug. Hey.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Waiting for someone. I'm not hurting anything. I'll wait someplace else.
Oh, no, that's all right. You don't have... Hey, what are you waiting for? Look, you're not lost or anything, are you? What's your name?
I'm not supposed to talk to anybody except Aunt Cecil.
Aunt Cecil? Not only that, she don't even know where her Aunt Cecil lives. Told me she come up on the bus with her dad today. She's from San Diego. You know, she said he took her right out of class. And she was going to be the magic toad in the school play tonight, and he knew it, too.
Listen, if you get my parka out of the closet and unplug the icebox when you're coming out, we'll be on our way to Baja.
You haven't heard a word I said.
Yes, I did. Her dad told her to wait for Aunt, and that's exactly what she's doing. Oh, I forgot to buy the mosquito repellent.
Oh, Sonny, I'm ashamed of you.
Well, I can't remember everything, Rocky.
No, I mean about the little girl. Her aunt is 3 hours late.
What are we supposed to do? She won't even tell us her name.
Supposing she's a runaway or abandoned.
All right, I'll call the police.
You'd let the squad car haul that little kid off?
Okay, Rocky, I won't. We'll drop her off at the juvenile authorities on our way to Punta Banda. That's either that or you can leave her out here in the hot sun.
Well, she ain't out there in the hot sun. She's in the front seat of the truck right now, waiting for her aunt.
What's your Aunt Cecil's last name? What's your father's name? Okay, honey. What's your mother's name?
I don't have a mother. She's dead.
You stay with her, Rocky. I'll get paperwork done. Hi, look, I've got a kid that needs...
A girl or boy?
Well, it's a girl, but,
You'll have to see a duty clerk back there.
Nick Mescal, your parents at the main entrance. Nick Mescal.
Bringing, taking, or visiting? Well, come on, mister. Step up to the counter. You're next. Hey, let's go, huh?
Duty clerk.
Hey, Jim! Jim! Listen, she bolted right out of the truck. I tried to catch her. I couldn't run. I got my heavy boots on.
Oh, that's great. She's running around loose on Skid Row. Get in. She can't be far.
I won't go to that place.
Well, as a matter of fact, I changed my mind. I don't want to take you back there.
I don't believe you.
Look, we can't leave you all alone up there. Now, come on down.
I know somebody's worrying about you, so why don't you tell us your name? Maybe we can help them find you, huh? You know, if you had anything on the bald kid, you'd tell us your name. I mean, life's too short to fold it up in an alley full of rats and snakes and vampires.
There's no such thing as vampires.
Okay, Rocky. She doesn't care. Why should we, huh?
Marin.
What?
My name is Marin.
Marin? What's your last name?
You won't take me back there?
No. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll call to see if anyone's looking for you, but that's all right? Now, come on down. Careful. And jump. You can spend the night in the trailer, all right?
Does it have a TV?
Oh, yeah.
Do you still live with your daddy?
No, but we're good friends. We go fishing together every now and then when we can get away. You know, you're gonna have to trust somebody sometime, Marin.
Johnny Carson. I trust him.
You can trust us.
What'd you say your daddy's name was?
Stu Gilly.
I thought you'd be halfway to Baja by now.
Yeah, so did I, but that was before Marin rose gaily. Rocky's staying with her till I get back. What do you think I ought to do, Dennis?
You got no choice. You got to take her back down to juvenile hall.
I can't do that, Dennis. That kid's had it rough enough as it is. Her mother's dead, her dad's sick, he lost his job.
Where did he work?
Well, she doesn't know, or won't say. All I can get out of her is that he went somewhere to get better.
And she don't know where.
Trust isn't her long suit, Dennis. I mean, he really brainwashed her about saying anything to anyone. I don't even know where to start looking.
Well, why don't you use the Jungle Jones?
What?
Well, you put an ad in the newspaper, the personals, where people on the run keep in touch.
What makes you think he's on the run? He's not on your list.
Well, people run from things besides the police.
Yeah, right. Well, all right, I'll take out a personal ad. Mind if I use your phone? Just to check the hospitals. I wonder why our Aunt Cecil didn't show up down at the pier, huh?
I don't know why, and no, Jimbo, you can't use the phone. I hate working nights. I only got 4 more shifts to go. And I'm not gonna blow days by letting the lieutenant catch you making personal calls on my extension, which is why I'm working nights in the first place.
Well, Dennis, I'm sorry about that.
Look, Jim, I'm sorry, too, but what can I do? No one's reported a crime.
All right, I'll report one. Child abandonment.
Fine, I'll take your statement.
Thank you, Dennis.
But then the girl goes back to juvenile hall until the next of kin can be located. Those are the rules. Now, give me her full name.
I'll use the payphone.
Okay, Mrs. Marianne Ray of Sherman Oaks, let's see what you've won. First, from Camporine, there's the fabulous Cascader. It sleeps 4.
Did we find out nothing about the aunt?
I checked the hospitals. There's nothing with new admissions. Rocky, why did you just bring eggs, huh? Well, there's nothing to go with them. Look at that.
I'm sorry. You know, she must spend her whole life in front of that TV set. Do you know that she can do that hamburger commercial backwards? Faster than the kid who does it backwards. Not only that, she got to make her own breakfast and fix her own TV dinners.
The place, too, Gailey's been foaming it in.
Yeah. How about the phone book, huh?
Check. Nothing listed. I'll get back on it after breakfast. Hey, Rocky, why don't you go out and buy her some new clothes, huh? She looks like she hadn't had any for quite a while.
That's a good idea, Sonny. I will. I bet. What am I going to use for money?
Use the gas money.
Use the gas. Oh, Sonny, what about Bob?
Yeah, what about it?
Uncle Marty's on TV.
Uncle Marty?
Yeah, used to be married to Aunt Cecil. They're talking about him now.
And so for Marty Goss, the road ends here. Authorities refuse to confirm or deny a rumor that the victim was a police informant.
Yeah?
I think I know what happened to Stu Gailey, Jimbo. St. Vincent's Bridge by the steamer terminal.
Bring the girl with you. I need her to ID the stuff. I got some divers still searching for the body.
Okay, Dennis, we'll be right there.
I already told you. I don't know.
But you must know what was wrong with him, Maureen.
He was sick, that's all. He said he was gonna get better.
Dennis, she gave you an idea on the things. She's had a pretty ragged day.
All right, thanks, Maureen.
I hate him.
What?
I hate Daddy.
I know you're sad and scared. I don't blame you, but don't call it hate. Now, come on. I want you to wait up here with Rocky. I'll be along in a minute. Rocky, Dennis, I don't buy it. Why would you take off your coat to jump off a bridge, huh? Unless you want somebody to think you were dead.
How do I know he was sick? He could have found out it was terminal. He parked a kid with the aunt and took a dive. It happens. But unless something tells me something else, that's how I'm calling it, a suicide.
You make sure the press gets it like that, huh? That's just what he wants if he's still alive. Once he thinks the pressure is off, he might be easier to find.
Maybe. I gotta take the girl, Jim.
Oh, come on, Dennis.
I got no choice. I'd like to help, but I already called the matron and she's a ward of the county now. Rocky, I gotta take her down to juvenile hall. Come on, Marin.
No, you promised.
Dennis, let's talk about this, huh? Now, look.
It's out of my hands, Jim.
Dennis, what if Scotty just found out that you and Peggy went off a bridge? Now, where would you want him to spend the next 24 hours? With Rocky and me or downtown in that wire mesh hellhole, huh? Now, look, I got the right name now. It's Cecil Goss. Now, give me a couple of shots at finding her, will you? A couple of days? What can it matter? Save the taxpayers a little money. Please?
Okay.
Dr. Allen, report to surgery. Dr. Allen, report to surgery.
Cecil Goss? I'm Jim Rockford. I'm a private investigator. I found a little girl. Her name is Marin Rose Gailey.
You have her? Is she all right?
Well, considering. You mind telling me what's going on?
Marin's father, Stu, called me yesterday. Panic. He wanted me to take Marin for a while, but he was afraid to bring her to my house.
So you suggested the fear?
But as I was leaving, two men forced their way into my house. They knew Stu had called, and they wanted to know what he said. I didn't tell them even when they beat me, but And one of them had this electric cattle prod.
You told them when and where you were going to meet Stu. They show up instead. Stu panics, leaving Marin to hope that you two will connect. Any idea who those two were?
None. But I'll bet you Marty's mixed up in it. He always is.
Marty Goss.
My ex. He and Stu were cargo handlers down at the San Diego airport. My sister Dina and I worked there, too. Dina married Stu. I drew Marty Goss.
Marin says that Stu's sick. What's wrong?
Dina was killed in an automobile accident. Stu just came apart. Couldn't handle his grief. He just hung on to the nearest bottle.
Stu's a lush? That's his sickness? Well, what were Marty and Stu into, do you know?
Whatever it was, you can bet Marty Goss got him into it. It's the old Goss kiss of death.
Well, he kissed back.
Dr. Park. Dr. Park, admission desk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sure, me too. Think these are the guys that got Stu?
Well, the police think that Stu jumped off a bridge last night. That's on page 29.
Well, everybody made the paper but me.
Oh, you made it too. So did Marin. I didn't know your last name. Now, I'm not so sure that Stu would risk calling.
Call? How can he call? He's dead.
Well, I'm not so sure of that either. I'll place a different kind of ad in the evening paper. Something that'll give him a way to go. If he's alive and he shows up, I'll be standing right there.
Are you sure, Grace Curcio?
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I'm going to be on all the game shows when I grow up.
Well, you'll never get me to dress up like those people. Look at them.
The money. Take the money. You'll be sorry.
You're going to let me put this
I knew it. What'd I say?
back in my pocket, and you're going straight to
I bet you win everything when you get your chance. Hello. Yeah, it is. Who's this? What? What? Yes, she sure is, and she's fine. Well, she's dying to see you, too. Now, if you listen, I'll tell you how to get down here. It's 29 Cove Road. Big old house trailer parked on the parking lot. You can't miss it. All right. All right, we'll see you in about 20 minutes. Bye.
I won. I would have won the big deal.
Marin, that was your daddy on the phone. He's coming over and get you right away. Yeah, he saw the ad that Jimmy put in the paper, and he's coming for you right now.
Honest?
You bet would I kid you.
Hey, what's going on? Do I get one of those, huh?
You can tell him.
Daddy called.
Oh, yeah?
He sure did, and he's coming over here. He just hung up the phone.
Hey, that's great.
Well, what do you think?
What?
The clothes, Jim.
Oh, yeah, the clothes. Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, all right. Yeah. How'd your daddy sound? Better?
I didn't talk to him.
I talked to him.
Yeah, well, did you give him the address?
Yeah, sure, I gave him the address. Is something wrong?
No, well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll tell you what. I want you to get all your things together and go over to Rocky's house.
I want to wait here for Daddy.
Didn't you say you trusted me?
Well, I do, but...
All right, then. I want you to go with Rocky, and if your daddy shows up, I'll bring him right over there, I promise. Besides, he's got a bigger television set, and he's got a remote control.
Okay, if you promise.
I promise. Go get your things. Go ahead.
What's happening, Jim?
Well, I'm not sure, but a couple of guys paid a call on Aunt Cecil and almost killed her. If whoever shows up at this door doesn't look like the picture I saw on Stu Gailey's driver's license, we've been had.
She's been had. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Jim.
Hey, you didn't do anything wrong. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Stu Gailey. You must be Stu Gailey.
No, I'm Duffy. Good friend of Stu's, though. He asked me to come by and pick up his girl for him.
Oh, well, I was looking forward to meeting him. What happened?
He's got a bad case of shorts, and you know, with them personal ads, bill collectors always using it to trap poor folk.
Oh, yeah. You can't be too careful.
She is here, isn't she? Stu's really anxious to see her, and so...
Hey, Marin, your Uncle Duffy's here.
All right. Who are you? Where do you fit, huh? Huh? What do you know, huh? Did Stu owe you some money? Did he rip you off, what?
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy, but you get your knee out of my back because I'm gonna get the prod. All right, Slime, wake up, get up. Okay, where's the girl?
What girl? What girl?
Joggles P has memory, Manny.
Hey, wait a minute, Manny. Is that what I think it is? An electric cattle prod, huh? Hey, wait a minute. My memory's pretty good. It's pretty good. I remember a lot of things. You're gonna like them. Now that you mentioned, I think I can even remember where the girl is.
Well, you're gonna do a lot better than that, buddy. You're gonna show us where she is yourself, all right? Now get up.
Yeah, sure. Hey, where were you 5 minutes ago?
What are you doing up there?
I just found out who Stu Gailey's been running from, and I don't blame him. It's a red and white GTO. California license plate 757GHS. Dennis said get right on it. Those guys shouldn't be running around loose.
All right, I'll take care of it. I'm sorry, Jimbo, but it's official now. Where's the girl?
You know, for only being in town one day, she's made an awful lot of friends. This is notarized by the guy at the Nurses Credit Union. All legal. I'm Marin's guardian until Cecil Goss gets back on her feet.
All right, Jimbo, good for you.
Now, good for me is if I can stop my head from ringing.
Oh, someone is looking for you. A Fed. Drug enforcement agent, Al Gillette. I told him it wasn't necessary to issue a warrant.
I gather you don't think Stu Gailey's dead.
I don't know. Those two gorillas don't seem to think so. Why would they be going after the girl? She knows even less than I do.
That GTO, stolen plates, I put them on the hot sheet. Did Cecil Goss identify the men?
Oh, no, she can, but she won't. They made a lasting impression. Look, Mr. Gillette, it's none of my business, I know, but why would the Drug Enforcement Agency be after Stu Gailey? It seems a little bottom rung for a district supervisor like you to be sweating.
I broke up a major narcotics ring in San Diego last year. Stu Gailey was in it up to his eyeballs.
Why isn't he in jail?
And he beat it on a technicality. And he held out on his buddies. He's been sitting on a big stash waiting for things to cool. Now, 4 days ago, an informer told me that Gailey was ready to put the narcotics on the streets.
Was the informer Marty Goss?
Right. I wanted Gailey dead bang this time, so I drew $100,000 from my superior. $100,000. That's government money. I arranged for Marty Goss to make the buy. I thought if we used him, Gailey wouldn't get suspicious.
What happened, Stu? Smell it coming?
Well, he lost a man I had tailing him. Took Goss into an orchard and blew his head off. Hardly bottom rung, huh?
Marty Goss was Stu Gailey's brother-in-law.
The narcotics business brings out the worst in everybody, Mr. Rockford. Goss was expendable, but Stu Gailey ran off with $100,000 of the taxpayers' money.
Yeah, well, I suppose your superiors take a dim view of that, huh?
That's putting it mildly. But my record's one of the best. And I'm not about to let a punk like that ruin it. I've got out a nationwide APB on Gailey, and I intend to get him.
Yeah, well, so does someone else. Do you have any idea who those two trained apes were?
We ought to bring the girl in, Jim, for her own protection.
Now, let's not go through that again, Dennis. Now, you know what I promised her. She's stashed at Rocky's. That's my dad. She's safe.
You hear from Gailey, I want to be the first to know. Now, that's for your own good. The man's armed, and he's very dangerous.
Or very dead.
Maybe so. But I'm not going to stop looking until I find a body.
lot more than a magic toad if I don't get some answers, Mr. Gailey. All right.
Oh, who are you?
The name is Rockford.
Do I know you?
No, and I haven't missed a thing. I happen to have your daughter.
Do you really?
Yeah, she's safe. No thanks to you. Now, look, you're hotter than last July. So if you don't tell me what's going on, I'm going to have to feed you to the big blue machine.
No cops.
Just sit down. Just depends on what I hear. Let's start with Marty Goss, huh? Why'd you kill him?
I didn't.
That drug operation you two were running gives you a pretty good motive.
It wasn't my operation. Some skycap set it up. Marty was part of it. I just walked in on it by accident.
Go on. How'd it work? How did it work?
There's a storage room at the air terminal. They cut a hole in the wall and pushed an empty locker up against it.
What was behind the hole?
A luggage conveyor belt used by all incoming international flights. They knew what suitcase the stuff was in, pulled the bag, removed the dope, put it back on the belt, and it would be clean by the time it went to customs.
So even if the police were tipped, this stuff would be out of the airport before the mule ever opened his bag. Very creative. Come on.
When I found out about it, I told Marty I'm going to the cops. He knew I meant it, so he figured the only way to beat it was to come with me. But we never should have gone.
Why is that?
They convinced us to keep working the hole and report to them.
Oh, well, that's SOP. They never liked to move until they got it nailed down from Singapore to South Pass.
Yeah, well, the bust came down 3 months later. Everybody got 15 years, cops got medals, but they still got cases pending on us.
You took it to them.
They caught Marty dipping into the bags. Said I was part of it. Said we had to keep working for them.
Doing what?
We kept holding the wall going. Sometimes we had to put junk in clean bags.
Instant evidence.
One of the times they told us to lose a bag, we turned the whole suitcase over to them. We weren't supposed to look inside, but Marty always did. And usually there was lots of money in it.
Why didn't you tell him to stuff it?
Yeah, and go to prison, right? Anyway, I was fired 4 months later.
Hey, tell me something. Who are these two mastodons that are on your tail? Duffy and Manny.
Those are the feds I'm telling you about. Yeah, they look like creeps because they work undercover. They're under suspension, but they're part of Gillette's operation.
Al Gillette?
Yeah. What?
Well, I told him where I've got Marin stashed.
You did what?
Yeah, my dad's with her.
Hey, where's Marin?
Rocky?
Hey, no, they got Marin.
All right?
Put him in.
There you go. There you go. They got your little girl, Sonny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rocky. I really am. It's all my fault.
Oh, no, it ain't.
You said she was safe.
Let me get something for that scratch.
Last I seen her, this big moose was carrying her, screaming and dragging through the door, and she was still hanging on that funny little purse she's always carrying.
She took the purse? That was her mother's. I knew she'd never let go of that.
Hey, what are these goons after, huh? Dope? Money? What?
The book. Marty always kept a record of everything. Transactions, names, amounts. He said it was insurance. He was trying to trade it against the charges over us.
Well, Gillette set up the meeting in El Cajon. Why'd Marty think he could pull it off alone?
I was holding the book. He was supposed to call me when he had the official statements in his hand, and I'd drop it in the mail to Gillette's house. He never called, so I'd take off.
All right, we'll pick up the book, give it to the police. Now, where is the book?
Hey, I'm not going to the police no more.
Hey, come on, Stu. Come on now. You know all cops aren't like that. I got a buddy in detectives. He'll slip it to Gillette's supervisor on the QT.
What if Mr. Supervisor's on the splits, too?
Where's the book?
I didn't want it on me, so I put it in a locker at the island boat terminal.
Well, give me the key.
Marin has the key. She don't know I sewed it in the lining of her purse.
Why did you do that?
Because she never goes anywhere without it. I figured if I needed it, I'd contact Cecil and she'd get it to me.
Well, that's just great, Stu. We can't blow the whistle without the book. We got to get the key.
Yeah.
And Rocky, I want you to report the kidnapping just as it happened. If we don't, Gillette will get suspicious. The only thing we got going for us is he doesn't know that Stu and I have teamed up yet.
Who's teamed up? I'm not letting you mess things up any more than you have already.
You gonna take it from that guy?
Rocky, sit down and forget it, huh? Now, look, you've had a hard way to go, Mr. Gailey, but it's gonna get a lot harder. And unless you shape up, there's not gonna be enough left of Marin to kiss goodbye, so let's go, huh? It's their move, and I'm gonna sit on you until they make it. Rocky, are you all right?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay. Go on.
streets are fidgety, Hi, Jimmy. I mean, both sides are looking for a piece of this Slinko. Now, I don't know how much longer I can let you stay here.
Well, we've only been here 12 hours. This is the latest edition.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, they're pressing hard on the official front, too. There's a reward out on you now.
How much?
10 grand. Angel.
Listen, Jimmy, I don't know this guy. 10 grand's 10 grand.
Where'd you find this creep?
Hey, man, you're staying in my house. This is my house. What do you say, Jimmy? Opportunity of a lifetime.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, Angel, but they'll only pay off once the money's recovered.
What money?
The 100 grand.
I got it, huh? Who cares about the measly reward? We get the bread from him.
Angel, he doesn't have it.
Well, who's got it? What, do you got the money?
No, Angel. Gillette has it.
Who's Gillette?
He's the guy who's offering the reward. You're on, Stu.
Pitson, Stu Gailey here. May I talk to Marin?
Sorry, Ramp Rat. She's a little indisposed in the trunk of my car.
You talk to her after we get the book.
How do I know she's alive?
Life's full of gambles, ain't it?
What do you want me to do?
Be at the Central Street Viaduct in 1 hour.
You bring the book, and you walk with the brat. You run a game and Manny will stick her head in your chest cavity.
Now you call the cops, we'll know about it.
I know you will. Look.
Could you please take her out of the trunk until I...
All right. You did just fine. Now we get to work. I got a plan.
Sure, that's what Marty said. Surefire plan.
Yeah, well, mine has a 90% chance of failing because it all depends on you. He's going to be trying to crack you all the way. If he does, it's all over.
How do we get the key?
Now, the key's just part of the problem. First thing we got to do is get Marin out of there, and then we got to get ourselves out.
How?
By rigging the game. Think you can cut it?
I don't know. No cops.
No cops. Well?
Okay. You know, I work better if I had something to settle my nerves.
You told Marin you were going to get better. Now's the time to start. You promised.
Right there, Turkey. Where's the Ramp Rat?
Oh, well, he was shaking so bad he couldn't make the trip. Now, don't do anything stupid. I came here to bail you out of this mess.
You knew what would happen if he'd run a game on us, huh?
Well, nobody ever said he had any sense. He's a terminal loser. But then you ought to know you made him that way. But he wasn't going to show up anyway. He's sure that you've already snuffed the girl.
Well, he was wrong, as usual.
Well, I told him that you'd keep her alive just in case he didn't bring the book, but says he knows your style.
What do you know about the book?
All I know is if he doesn't hear from me, he's going to have it in his hot little hand when he blows his brains out on the police department lawn.
Where is he?
I don't negotiate with the hired help.
You called it, Rube.
Hey, don't you think you ought to touch bases with your boss first? Or does he let you make this kind of decision all by yourself?
All right, come on.
Hey. Now that's one. Just cool it, huh?
Come on, keep going.
Jim, make him let me go.
It'll be all right, honey. Come on, we better get this show on the road. Well, I've heard of creative police work, but smoking Marty Goss and scamming $100,000 in the process, that ought to give you about a 9.5 on the straying over the line meter.
What are you selling?
The book.
Where is it?
We got a deal.
Depends on the terms.
Oh, you like it terms. I'll make it easy on you. Say $10,000?
That's very generous.
There are a couple of conditions. The girl stays alive.
Why?
Stu Gailey told me where the book is, but he didn't tell me where to find the key. And he's not going to tell you unless he sees with his very own eyes that the girl's all right.
So we show him the kid.
She stays alive, Gillette. $10,000 doesn't buy me as an accessory to murder.
I don't want to cut myself in on anything like that.
Okay.
All right, I'll take my money now. Let's see the money. Now, that's 2. I thought we had a deal.
We do. You take us to Gailey and you're on. Otherwise, you're off, and so's the little girl. Now, let's go. I'll follow you.
I hate you.
That's it, the building right over there. Go down the hall, and it's the last room on the left. Look, I'll take my money now. There's no point in me actually seeing it happen, you know?
Manny, you stay with the kid and keep your eyes open. Duffy, get the shotgun. Okay, Turkey, let's go. You're going through the door first.
Keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing to Gailey about the girl. You got it?
Sorry, Stu. Your friends have their little ways.
What about Marin?
Well,
Hey, shut up. Park yourself right there, chicken spit.
All right, where is it?
At the island boat terminal.
Where's the key?
It's not here. I knew she was dead, and I knew they'd make you lead them here. So I sat here trying to figure out how I could take them with me.
No way.
There's a way. Because I know I can't walk out of here alive, right? Once I realize that, the rest is easy. It even beats blowing my own brains out.
You couldn't blow your own nose. Where's the key?
At the terminal, in an envelope with a 12-page letter telling the whole story. I fixed it so security guard finds it in 10 minutes. He won't miss it. Because I wrote on the envelope, notify police.
Where's the envelope?
Come on. Everybody I love is dead anyway.
Okay.
I told you they'd keep her alive long enough for you to see a knife at her throat.
All right, bring the kid.
Come on.
You told him where you were, Daddy. For money.
Hey, you guys don't need me for this part.
Shut up. Okay, where is it?
Let her walk in, I'll tell you. Otherwise, you can kill us all.
Hey, wait a minute. You can bluff with your life, but not mine, huh?
It's no bluff, mister. It's our only chance.
Her chances are slim to none if you don't tell me where that envelope is in the next 10 seconds. Duffy?
Okay.
9 seconds. 8. 7. 6.
Daddy?
5. 4. 3. 2.
We'll be together, baby. I love you.
Don't look at me. She's not my kid.
Well, what do you want to do, Al? If he's telling the truth, that book could get us a big 20.
A life for the book. That's all I want.
Al?
Okay, she can go.
Okay, sweetheart, there's a church 2 blocks away. Run as fast as you can, and they're going to take good care of you till Aunt Cecil gets better. There, go.
No.
Just do what I say, baby.
It's not fair. You're all better now.
Get out of here now!
Now, where's the envelope?
No, not enough time yet.
Hey, Stu. Come on now. She's had plenty of time to get away. Huh? Let's get this thing over with.
The security guard sends the last boat off and he's finished. He clocks out.
Stu, you didn't.
Didn't what?
The ship will leave at 6:05. He goes to the time clock. He can't miss the envelope. I put it in the slot.
That better be right. You watch him. I'll be back.
Pitson, remember you told me you put her in the trunk of your car? I vowed I was going to take you with me.
Duffy, how'd you like to make it 3, huh? Stu, that's beautiful. I worked up sweat. We gotta get out of here. I lied about the cops. Let's go.
Are you looking for a job again?
Nah, I'm seeing what campers go for in L.A. You know, I figure that we can scrape together enough for a cheap one if I sell the rest of our furniture. The icebox, the TV.
The TV?
Yeah, it'll take me about a week to get rid of everything. And then I'll pick you up at Aunt Cecil's and we're off. We won't have much, but I'm not a bad mechanic. I can get work. We'll go to Oregon, someplace like that.
Hi, folks.
Jim, you're just in time. Cecil's on the way over to pick up Marin, and I'm going to hop a bus to Dago to get rid of the rest of our junk.
Then we're going to Oregon in a camper.
Oh, yeah? Where are you gonna put your TV set?
Jim says I'm a teleholic.
You are?
Is that as bad as an alcoholic?
Nah, it's a lot cheaper, and it don't hurt so much the next day. Besides, that ain't for the Galeys. That's for people who can't see tomorrow. Jim, I want to thank you for everything, including the loan. I'll have the 100 back for you as soon as possible.
Jimmy, I can't stand it no longer.
All right, I can't either, so give it to her, Dad.
For me?
That lady took 20 minutes wrapping the thing.
Thank you.
Hey, that's nice, you guys.
There's something in it.
Do you remember when you told Dennis that Gillette had the money in his trunk?
That's the reward. How about that, sweetheart? You won the big deal.